Good evening and welcome to News 9. I'm Nolan Pinto. First up, now contesting the big battle scheduled for the 24th of April in Chennai for Dayanathy Maran may be a distant dream considering the fact that he has falsified election expenditure reports to the Election Commission.
With just days left for elections, DMK leader Dayanathy Maran has landed himself in a situation that could prove disastrous both for himself and his party. Election Commission observers who had been tracking the tainted former minister's campaign expenditures over the past month have found serious discrepancies in the tally that he has submitted to the Commission. Election Commission's shadow reports state that Maran has spent exorbitant sums during his campaigns but has been submitting toned down and modest expenditure reports to the Commission. The amounts mentioned in the Election Commission's observations and Maran's report differ on a mind-boggling scale. In his expenditure report from April 4th to 9th, Dayanathy Maran claims he spent Rs 44,690. Election Commission shadow report, on the other hand, states that he spent a princely sum of Rs 61,64,200, a difference that cannot be attributed to minor errors in evaluation. Similarly, from April 10th to 15th, Dayanathy Maran claims he spent Rs 3,83,911, while Election Commission's shadow report claims he spent Rs 20,14,791. Dayanathy Maran's total expenditure from April 4th to 15th adds up to a staggering amount of Rs 81,78,991. While the tally that he has submitted to the Election Commission mentions a sum 20 times that is over 20 times lesser. Aam Aadmi Party has taken serious note of the discrepancy and has shot a memorandum to the office of the State Election Commission. In it, the party has asked for disqualification of Maran as a Lok Sabha candidate from central Chennai. In response, Election Commission has asked Dayanathy Maran to justify the difference in expenditure estimates. The Election Commission's rulebook clearly mentions that a candidate is liable for disqualification if he or she falsifies the expenditure in their report. Whether the Commission takes the drastic step ahead of the battle on April 24th is still a matter of speculation. Ramesh for News 9, Chennai.
Well, if campaigning is all about winning the support of voters and organizations, then it looks like Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha has a definite lead. Take a look.
With less than 4 days for polling in Tamil Nadu, Amma has managed to win the confidence of Muslim voters in the state. Muslim organizations in the state met today and concluded that only Amma could protect their rights. They further claimed that they had complete confidence in Amma's governance.
All Muslim political parties and organizations supports AIADMK in these parliament elections because of Chief Minister Jayalalitha promised in many public meetings after the parliament election he will give the quota reservation for Muslims and he will increase the quota for Muslims. Against this demand, we Muslims totally in Tamil Nadu supports AIADMK in this 2014 parliament election.
It was reported a week ago that a key Muslim outfit in Tamil Nadu, the Tamil Nadu Tawhid Jamaat, was rethinking its ties with AIADMK, but today all differences seem to have vanished after it was decided that most of the Muslim organizations, barring 3, would support AIADMK in the upcoming Lok Sabha elections.
It's not most of the Muslim parties are with DMK. That's a wrong myth created by the DMK, telling that the Muslims and the minorities always vote for DMK. That is not the truth. If they had voted for DMK always, they wouldn't have been in government. In 2011, they should have been voted to power if all the Muslims are with DMK. They were rooted in Tamil Nadu. So that itself is proof enough that all the Muslims have voted to ADMK. That's why ADMK is in power. Now, in the forthcoming elections in Parliament, only 3 parties are supporting DMK, the Muslim parties.
While the remaining 3 Muslim parties have sidelined the issue, saying that they anticipated the move, the 8 major Muslim parties have expressed complete faith in Amma. Will this move change others' mind too is what remains to be seen. Ramesh Kantirava for News 9, Chennai.
Now, considering the inflammatory remarks made by senior BJP leader Giriraj, an FIR has now been lodged against him in Jharkhand. The FIR was lodged in Jharkhand for his controversial remarks that those opposing Narendra Modi had no place in India and should go to Pakistan. Deoghar SDM JJ Samant has registered a case under various laws. The FIR has been registered against Giriraj Singh and also against various people who were present along with him. Well, considering what has happened, now let's take a look what really led to this controversy and how the BJP top brass has reacted to it.
Another day, another taint for BJP. The BJP is certainly leaving no stone unturned to register a win for PM candidate Narendra Modi in the Lok Sabha polls. But unfortunately for the party, the entire attempt to portray the party as non-communal is going in vain. And the reason is the party cadre. After Amit Shah's revenge hate speech in the right-hit areas of Muzaffarnagar that landed the Saffron Party in a tight spot, another BJP leader has sparked off a major controversy. Giriraj Singh's speech lands BJP in troubled waters.
जो लोग पाकिस्तान परस्त वही लोग नरेंद्र मोदी को रोकना चाहते हैं, जो लोग नहीं चाहते कि पाकिस्तान भारत के सामने घुटने टेके, वो वही लोग हैं जिनका मक्का मदीना पाकिस्तान है, राजनीतिक मक्का मदीना पाकिस्तान है.
This is the speech that has stirred up a row in the political circles. Giriraj Singh, a senior BJP leader and a former cabinet minister, said that people who are stalling Modi are sympathizers of Pakistan. Singh, who is contesting elections from Nevada, made the hate speech on the 19th while addressing an election rally in Jharkhand. The BJP leader also went on to say that people who oppose Modi have no place in the country.
जो लोग नरेंद्र मोदी को रोकने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, वे वही लोग हैं जो पाकिस्तान परस्त हैं. वैसे लोगों के लिए भारत में लगता है अब कोई जगह नहीं है जिनका मक्का मदीना, राजनीतिक मक्का मदीना जिन लोगों ने पाकिस्तान को बना रखा है.
Political parties lash out at BJP. Giriraj's comment has instigated a major political backlash against the BJP. Leaders from across the political spectrum have expressed their displeasure while hitting out at the Saffron Party. Congress launches an all-out attack on the BJP. The Congress party, which is fighting the polls to recuperate from the anti-incumbency, certainly did not want to miss out the opportunity to lash out at the BJP. An area of Congress leaders led by Meem Afzal hit out against Giriraj Singh.
एनडीए को छोड़कर के जितनी भी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज हैं, उनके लीडर भी जैसे लालू यादव हैं, नीतीश कुमार हैं और मुलायम सिंह जी हैं, मायावती जी हैं, इन सबको पाकिस्तान भेजेंगे क्या? जो लोग उन्हें वोट नहीं डालेंगे उनको ही अगर पाकिस्तान भेजना है तो मेरे ख्याल में 90% पाकिस्तान लोगों को भेजना पड़ेगा इस देश के.
Other politicos joined the tirade. Senior JDU leader KC Tyagi raked up the Godhra issue to lash out at the BJP. He said that portrayal of Narendra Modi as the PM candidate indicates that the BJP is practicing communal politics.
गोधरा के बाद जिस तरह से भाजपा ने अपने सहयोगी दलों को कॉन्फिडेंस में न लेकर के श्री नरेंद्र मोदी को प्रधानमंत्री पद का दावेदार बनाया था, तभी स्पष्ट हो गया था कि भाजपा इस चुनाव को कम्युनल एजेंडे पर लड़ेगी. जो अटल युग था उसकी समाप्ति हो चुकी है. अब धारा 370 भी समाप्त होगी. अब राम मंदिर भी बनेगा, कोर्ट फैसला दे या ना दे. और जो माइनॉरिटी के लोग हैं उन पर यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड भी लागू होगा.
Tyagi also said that the JDU will file a complaint with the EC and sought Giriraj be arrested on charges of intimidating voters.
रोज हेट स्पीचेस हो रही हैं, मतदाताओं को डराने का काम हो रहा है और चुनाव आयोग से मुझे शिकायत है। मैं कोई आलोचना नहीं कर रहा हूं, लेकिन चुनाव आयोग से शिकायत है जिस तत्परता के साथ उन्हें कार्रवाई करनी चाहिए वो नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। हम चुनाव आयोग से अपना प्रोटेस्ट दर्ज करेंगे कि श्री गिरिराज सिंह को हेट स्पीच करने, समाज के दो वर्गों में वैमनस्य पैदा करने और मतदाताओं को धमकाने के आरोप में उनको गिरफ्तार किया जाए और हम चुनाव आयोग से भी इसकी शिकायत करने जा रहे हैं।
SP leader Azam Khan, who faced severe flack for insensitive remarks over Kargil, had this to say.
जो कह रहे हैं कि ये सब फासिस्ट ताकतें हैं, तो ये उसका सबूत है। मोदी जी कह रहे हैं कि वो प्यार बांटेंगे, उनके हाथ पैर कह रहे हैं कि हम हाथ पैर काटेंगे। यही फासिस्टों का होता है कि फासिस्ट कहते कुछ है, करते कुछ है। जो लोग इस तरह की भाषा बोल रहे हैं, सबको समझना चाहिए वो देश को कैसा बनाना चाहते हैं।
RJD leader Manoj Jha also trained his guns on Giriraj. He said that the BJP leader was trying to disturb the inter-community bond with such hate speeches.
If Mr. Giriraj Singh speaks a kind of, harangue, a kind of hate language, that all those who are opposed to Narendra Modi are traitors and they should go to Pakistan. You know what kind of metaphorical uses of Pakistan he has done. Must realize that elections can be lost, can be won. You can have 2 more seats or 2 seats less. But please make sure that nobody is allowed to disturb the inter-community bond, the relationship between communities and people in India. And that is what the intent of Mr. Giriraj Singh's remark is. He wishes to destroy the bonds which unite people. And I think this is the real intent of BJP as well.
Following backlash, BJP attempts damage control. While the counter-attack from across the political arena is certainly not healthy for the BJP's electoral prospects, the Saffron Party has resorted to recoil. The BJP has distanced itself from Giriraj's comments. According to reports, BJP President Rajnath Singh has pulled up Giriraj Singh for his contentious statement. It is said that the Nevada MP candidate has been served a warning by Rajnath Singh. Meanwhile, another senior BJP leader from Bihar, Sushil Kumar Modi, has condemned remarks made by Giriraj. In his tweet, the former deputy CM of Bihar said that the BJP doesn't approve the latter's partisan comment. BJP doesn't approve of irresponsible statement given by Giriraj Singh. The Election Commission has said that it will examine Giriraj's statement and take appropriate action. On the whole, BJP leaders seem to be digging their own grave even as the polling is underway in the country. The Saffron Party's bid to register a win seems to be taking a hit with repeated incidents such as this. Will the Giriraj rout dent the BJP's electoral prospects? A News9 report.